So what is sustainability? What is it to me? That's really interesting, right?
I think sustainability to me is you can keep it going without needing a lot. Like the grass, for example. The grass doesn't need a lot of work. The grass can stay alive. It needs water, but that's really it. And it can have things that'll help it, like the cows and more water and fertilizer. But sustainability, you just keep it going. So our farm would be sustainable by recycling the grain and not using a lot of fuel, doing things by hand, finding the best ways to recycle.
I strongly believe that farmers and ranchers are sort of the true environmentalists. We care about the land, we care about the animals.
So my name is Bill Morrow. I'm a co-owner of Ghostlight Farm in Cambridge, New York. We raise Black Angus cattle. It's a cow-calf operation. We've been here about 2 years in this little farm, converting it from mostly hay ground to a beef operation. We do rotational grazing here.
It's really important for Bill and I, with this farm, with this small plot of land, to be stewards. We care for our animals, we care for our land, we care for the wildlife that lives here. Because if we don't take the time, then it won't be here. It won't be available for our children, for their children, for generations to come.
So distiller's grain is very popular out west, but those operations are gigantic and it's very nutritious for them if you can get your hands on it. So we got extremely lucky. We developed a relationship with a distillery nearby that was more than happy for us to take all of their distiller's grain away. They take the corn and the rye, they grind it up, ferment it, they add an enzyme to get the sugar out, and they make effectively a beer. And then that grain, then that beer, then they run steam through it, and it causes the alcohol, which has a lower boiling point than water, evaporates and rises up through these stills, and they capture it, and then all the water and everything else goes back down into the still, and then that mass they have to get rid of. And it's a lot, and it's wet, and it's heavy and sloshy and everything. And then we showed up one day, Kate and I, and the guy was on the forklift with the big bin of this stuff, and I was like, hey, do you have anybody taking your distiller's grain? He's like, oh, please take our distiller's grain. We shop at the grocery store like everybody else. Having the ability to also shop at, say, the farmer's market or direct from a farm, or even like we do online, to know where that food is coming from, and there is I think a value in knowing that source. There's also a level of security in having a direct relationship with a farmer.
I want people to know that we care a lot about our animals, about our land, about the meat, about safety. It's important for everyone, for Americans, everyone in the world, to know that it's our food too, right? So it's important for us that it's high quality, raised with care. I think that's the most important thing. This is a really beautiful life. And even when it's hard, when it's 20 below and there's ice and I'm slipping around, I feel thankful that this is what I get to do every single day. This is the life that we've chosen, and I really enjoy it.